Hello guys, this is Lightly. Welcome to my Retribution Paladin guide for patch 7.3.2, Untitled the Burning Throne. On this guide, I will talk about 4 important points, the first one being talents. Talents on Retribution Paladin are pretty straightforward. The first row, you should always take Final Verdict. It gives us the most damage for most of the fights on Untitled the Burning Throne. On the second row, you should always take Greater Judgment. Our tier 21 2-piece will increase the damage of this spell for 40%. Also gives us a reverse execute mechanic. It will always deal critical strikes on targets above 50% health. The third row is a pure utility one. You can take whatever you want. I take Fist of Justice. For the fourth row, you should always take Blade of Wrath. It gives a chance to proc another Blade of Justice, which increases our DPS by a lot, increasing our holy power generation. On the fifth row, it's a pure utility one. You can take whatever you want. I take Eye for an Eye. On the sixth row, Divine Intervention is a lifesaver and a must for progression fights. It will save a lot of E-reses on you and mistakes. On the seventh row, you should always take Crusade. Crusade is the only spell you should take on this row. The other ones are underwhelming in comparison. Second point, stats. Retribution stat priority goes this way: Haste, Mastery, Versatility, Critical Strike, and Strength. Haste is our most important stat because it reduces the global cooldown on our abilities. After that, Mastery increases the damage on our spenders and our judgment. This is especially important because when we get the tier 21 2-piece, damage on judgment will increase 40% on top of our 100% critical chance on targets above 50%. After that, versatility increases our damage by a percentage, and critical strike lags a bit behind because we are taking the Greater Judgment talent. After that, strength isn't that important. I will give some rough estimates of where your percentages should be. Critical strike could be between 20 and 28%. Haste should be between 25 and 33%. Mastery should be the highest one you should have. It will be between 50 and 70%. Versatility should be between 8 and 13%. Although these are just estimations on some tests I have with Simcraft, you should always sim yourself to see what your best stats should be. Third part, gems and enchants. For enchantments, your neck enchant should always be Mark of the Trained Soldier because it gives 700 mastery. The back one should be the 200 strength one. Any other gem slots you have normally will be filled with mastery or haste gems depending on your Simcraft. You should always use Simcraft to allocate gems in the correct secondary stat. On this last part, we will discuss gear and biz legendaries. Our biz legendaries for Retribution Paladin are Whispers of the Nethlessine, Chain of Rain, Liandry's Fury Unleashed, Soul of the High Lord. Any combination of these can be used for the gear you have. The best tier combination for the time being is 4 pieces of tier 20 and 2 pieces of tier 21. However, if you don't have pieces of tier 20, you can use 4 pieces of tier 21. Depending on these, the legendary choices you have will change. If you use the first set, you should use a belt, Chain of Rain, and Soul of the High Lord. If you use the second set, you should use Whispers of the Nethlessine and Soul of the High Lord. Or you can change Soul of the High Lord for Liandry's Fury Unleashed if you don't have the soul. For the neck and ring slots, you should use Haste Versatility or Haste Mastery pieces. Same goes for feet and wrists. Our best trinket is Aman'Thul's Vision, although it's hard to get. Casgard's Courage is our second best, and after the second slot can be filled by an Arcana Crystal or a Seeping Scourgewound. Any trinket will do, but those are the best you can get. It also depends on the item level. After that, relics on Retribution Paladin are as follows. Wrath of the Lashbringer is our biz, followed by Healer's Judgment, and after that, Righteous Verdict, Deliver the Justice, Might of the Templar, Sharpened Edge. As for Netherlight Crucible traits, the shadow ones that are best for us are Torment the Weak, Shadowbind, Chaotic Darkness, Murderous Intent, Master of Shadows, and Dark Sorrows. For the light best traits: Securing the Light, Infusion of Light, Shock Light, and Light Speed. I will go in depth in relics and where to find them on another video. Thanks for watching. If this video was useful for you, like and subscribe. Light out.